Mary, I'm sorry to bother you so late at night. I need to go to the hospital. Would it be possible for you to drive me?
Leave it to me, April. I'll get the car ready right away. How are you feeling? Are you in pain?
It's a bit tough, honestly. Given the situation, I think I'll probably have to be admitted.
Got it. In that case, I'll bring your overnight back tomorrow.
Thank you. I'm so sorry for relying on you for everything.
No, it's fine. This is something your husband Jack should be taking care of, but honestly, asking that idiot brother of mine to do anything is just a waste of time. So I'm actually happy you're counting on me. By the way, where is Jack? Is he not at home?
Yeah, he went out drinking, saying it was his last night of freedom.
What? What is the moron even thinking? Leaving you alone when you're so close to your due date?
He seems to think that nothing will happen before the due date.
I'm speechless. Mom and I kept telling him to stop acting so carelessly, and yet he still doesn't get it.
I know, it shocked me too. And on top of that, he was secretly making arrangements for the wedding without telling me. The wedding planner actually tried to contact me when they found something suspicious, but it turns out Jack had swapped out my contact information. He made sure I couldn't communicate directly with the planner.
What? He went that far?
Apparently, he didn't want to cancel the wedding after he'd gone to such lengths to show off how happy he was about it to everyone around him.
That's beyond ridiculous. Honestly, it's terrifying. April, I'm so sorry you've had to deal with all of this. I'm sure you've wanted to get away from Jack for a long time.
It couldn't be helped. After all, I had our precious child to think about. I had to endure it so that nothing would endanger this baby. That was the only thing I couldn't risk. But now all of that, it's finally over.
April, stop worrying about anything else right now. This is where the real challenge begins. You never know what might happen during childbirth. I wish I could be there with you.
It's okay, Mary. Just knowing you care means so much to me. Once the baby is born, come visit us, okay? There's no way I'm letting him hold this child.
Wait, really?
Yes, absolutely. You may be my sister-in-law, but to me, you're my precious little sister.
Yes, thank you, April. I'll do everything I can to make sure you have a safe delivery.
What do you mean by do everything you can? What are you planning?
Oh, nothing. Look, we're almost at your house now. I'll explain everything later.
April, what the hell are you doing? The wedding's about to start and you're not even at the venue yet. Are you trying to humiliate me in front of everyone? Get over here right now! Hey, the ceremony is about to begin. What the hell are you doing? Not even bothering to send a message. A bride being late like this is completely unacceptable. You better apologize to the guests and bow your head in shame.
I'm at the hospital. You should know why, shouldn't you?
What? With a hospital?
If you can't even figure that out, then there's no point in explaining. The days of me putting up with everything are over. Goodbye.
What? What are you talking about? What the hell do you mean? Hey, answer me!
April, congratulations! Your baby was born safely, right? Thank you so much for letting me know, even though you must be exhausted. Mom was crying tears of joy when she heard the news.
Thank you, Mary. Honestly, I was able to give birth without fear because of everything you did for me. You know, my baby, they're so adorable. I really want you to come see them.
Of course! I can't wait. I'm so excited to hold them. But you must be so tired from everything. Make sure to rest, okay? I'll come visit as soon as things have settled down for you.
Settled down? I can't relax or rest at all.
What do you mean?
Just thinking about Jack showing up, it keeps me from being able to sleep.
But you didn't tell him the name of the hospital, right? And you hid the maternity record booklet, didn't you? So Jack shouldn't have any way of finding out where you are.
Maybe, but we're talking about the kind of person who tried to force his heavily pregnant wife to attend his wedding ceremony. Who knows what he's capable of?
Leave that part to me. There's no way I'll let Jack get anywhere near you or the baby.
Huh?
I told you, didn't I? You can relax. Mom and I already decided we make sure Jack can't intimidate or hurt you anymore.
But he's your brother.
So what? Jack does not see me as a sister. Sure, there's some kind of sibling bond between us, but deep down, he's always looked down on me and Mom. He treats us like we're beneath him or like we're pitiful in some way. He's convinced that he's somehow a special, superior person, completely different from the rest of the family.
I didn't realize.
Honestly, I thought marriage might change him. I figured the feelings of superiority he had toward me and Mom might just be part of the complicated dynamics of family. But I was wrong. I'm so sorry, April. It's because we coddled Jack too much, and because I foolishly held on to the hope that he would improve, that you ended up suffering for so long.
Mary.
That's why we've decided to make Jack face the consequences of everything he's done. He needs to learn exactly how much harm he's caused. So don't worry about anything. Just leave it all to me.
Mary, what the hell have you done?
What have I done? Well, since the wedding got canceled, I explained to everyone why. At first, everyone was congratulating you, weren't they? It's a happy occasion when a baby is born, after all. That is, until they found out you tried to force a bride in her final month of pregnancy to attend the ceremony.
You even exposed the messages I sent to April! How could you do that? What the hell's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? Call it revenge.
What?
You see, I've known for a long time that you look down on me and Mom. I knew it, but I ignored it because we're family. I thought I could put up with it because, well, you're my brother. But April, she's not like us. She's not someone who has to just endure your crap. I heard everything, you know, all the things you've done to her. And not just this time either. You've been awful to her for a long time. It's time you understood how terrible you've been.
Terrible? What are you even talking about? I didn't do anything like that. She's just overly sensitive and always acts like the victim. You shouldn't believe everything she says.
Whether she's overly sensitive or not, we'll see about that soon enough.
What the hell do you mean by that?
It means I'm moving into your house starting today.
What?
Well, April isn't living there right now, is she? So there's no problem if I move in, right? Mom even said I should.
Mom, there's no way she'd say that.
Then why don't you ask her yourself?
You dragged Mom into this too, didn't you?
Dragged her into it? Not at all. Mom just happens to agree with me. You know, she's the one who escaped from our abusive father and raised us on her own. She's always said how important it is to treat your partner with care and respect. And you trampled all over that. You ignored everything she ever tried to teach us. So yeah, Mom and I are on April's side. That's why I'll be living at your place now. Nice to meet you, new housemate.
I don't agree to this.
But Mom told you, didn't she? She told you to let me live there. And you've never been one to go against what Mom says, have you? You at least respect the fact that she's raised us on her own, don't you? Of course you can refuse it if you want, but if you do, Mom said she'll move in herself instead.
You can't just decide things like that on your own.
Oh, can't I? You've been deciding things for April without her consent all along, haven't you? You ignored her refusals and steamrolled over her wishes. So from now on, you don't get to have a say either.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, I'm completely serious. From now on, I'll do to you exactly what you did to April, so you better be ready for it.
Hey, Mary, if you're gonna live here, then you're doing the housework.
Huh? Why? You're the one earning less income, so you should be the one doing it.
What did you just say? The difference in income isn't even that big!
True, it's not. But you earned slightly less than April, didn't you? Yet you still made her do all the housework while splitting the living expenses evenly. Based on that logic, you should be the one doing the housework now.
Yeah, that was because we were married!
It doesn't matter. Oh, and starting today, I'm calling you Jack instead of Jay because screw you.
What?
I already told you. I'm going to do everything to you that you did to April. So stop arguing and get the housework done already.
Don't order me around!
If you don't want to be ordered around, maybe try earning some money. Then I might stop nagging. Oh, but I guess it's impossible for someone like you. I mean, you've been working at the same company for years, yet you're still stuck in the same position without a single promotion. Isn't it proof that you're not capable? Someone like you has no business voicing opinions. Seriously, you're so soft on yourself. Oh wait, is that why you're so incompetent?
You little... Watch your mouth!
Why are you getting mad? I'm just repeating the exact things you said to April. Don't tell me you've already forgotten your own words.
What?
April was working full-time, but you constantly belittled her income. When she was struggling with morning sickness, you told her she was just being lazy. You hurled those words at her, and yet she endured them while still doing all the housework. So don't act all outraged now just because I'm calling you out.
I've had enough of this.
Aw, are you sulking now? Come on, don't act like a child. We're having a proper discussion here. You really aren't immature, aren't you? Hey, the trash wasn't taken out. What's going on?
Wait a second, we're supposed to take turns with that! It was the same when April was here!
Yeah, but you didn't even prepare the trash.
What?
I mean, you didn't bag it and leave it by the door. How am I supposed to take it out if it's not ready?
Well, you could have done that yourself!
Why? You made April do it, didn't you? So that's part of the housework. Do your job properly. It's embarrassing that you can't even handle something this simple. How did you even manage to hold down a job? Seriously, you're such a mess. Learn to be more efficient or you'll just keep annoying everyone.
You could have at least helped a little with bagging the trash!
Excuse me? Are you joking? The housework is your responsibility, and now you're trying to shove your own failures onto someone else. That's just pathetic.
Don't mess with me! Can't you cooperate just a little?
Oh, now you want cooperation? What a joke. You didn't lift a finger to help April, so why should I help you? April even asked you to help her out sometimes, didn't she? But you refused, saying that housework was her job and you didn't do a thing. Yet you still had the audacity to brag about being helpful because you occasionally carry the trash bags to the curb. Honestly, it's ridiculous. You're such a joke. Maybe try taking this seriously for once.
You think this is funny? I'm barely sleeping because of you. You keep me up at night with your loud gaming, and now even Mom is sending me messages criticizing me. This is harassment, plain and simple. I never did anything like this to April.
Oh, really? You sure about that? You blasted your TV at full volume in the middle of the night, didn't you? If April asked you to stop, you ignored her. I'm not stopping either. After all, you didn't stop when April asked. By the way, any requests you made are automatically rejected. If you're upset, why not try earning more than me?
How the hell am I supposed to earn more? I'm already exhausted from doing housework on top of my job.
And yet, you still forced April to do the same. She managed housework while dealing with morning sickness, and even when she asked you to improve, all you could say was, earn more than me first. So you have no right to complain. Now get the housework done and stop whining, okay?
Hey, Mary, did you even cook dinner? I'm starving over here.
Oh, dinner? That's your job, remember? I'm not doing it.
What? How is it my job?
Do you not get it? You made April cook every single meal, didn't you? And that's when she was pregnant and working full-time. You're not pregnant, and I'm not forcing you to work full-time either. So stop acting like a spoiled brat and cook.
You're really pissing me off.
And didn't you piss off April? Do you even hear yourself? She put up with all your crap for years, and now you can't handle a couple of days of payback? Grow up.
Mary, I'm warning you. If you keep this up, I'm gonna kick you out of here.
Kick me out. Go ahead and try. But you know Mom's on my side, right? She'll just come live here herself if I leave.
Damn it, you can't just take over my house like this.
Take over? You're the one who turned this place into a toxic environment. You pushed April to her limits, and now you're stuck dealing with the consequences. You've been acting high and mighty for so long, but you're not above accountability. This is what you get for treating April like garbage.
You're insane. You've always been jealous of me, haven't you? That's why you're doing this.
Jealous of what? Your inability to succeed at work? Your failure to maintain basic human relationships? Please, don't flatter yourself.
This isn't over, Mary.
Oh, it is. But don't worry, you'll get used to this. After all, April put up with your nonsense for years. If she could endure it, so can you. Now get moving. There's a sink full of dishes waiting for you. Hey, what's the deal with you buying side dishes without telling me first? You know, I'm contributing to the living expenses too. Could you please stop spending money on things without consulting me first? It's not like I'm doing my part here. So why are you just going off and buying whatever you feel like?
I've been working overtime all day, okay? I didn't have time to cook. Is it really that big a deal that I bought a few side dishes?
There you go again. Once again, you're dodging responsibility and making excuses, blaming everyone and everything else except yourself. You act like it's normal to neglect your duties and throw the blame elsewhere. Such a childish response.
I'm not being childish. I'm genuinely tired and just couldn't cook today. It's not that I didn't want to, but I couldn't.
I don't want to hear your excuses. I don't care how tired you are. Next time, don't just buy side dishes without checking with me first. You're an adult. Act like it. And tomorrow, I want you to cook something proper. You've had enough chances to learn how to make something decent. Can't you just do it for once?
Seriously, are you really that insensitive? You're unbelievable.
What, you're going to hit me now? Fine, go ahead. But if you do, I'll call the cops and report you for domestic violence immediately. You think I won't? I'm serious. You do it and I'll make sure they know. But I know you won't, because if you do, you'll end up just like that worthless old man, your father. The same man you hate so much. So you're not going to act like him, are you?
Damn! What the hell's wrong with you? Why are you being like this? How long do I have to deal with this kind of crap?
Fine. But just so you know, tomorrow, you better make sure to cook a proper meal. Unbelievable. I swear, this is the worst. What was at dinner last night? The soup was watered down and tasted horrible, and the fish was barely cooked. Are you seriously expecting me to eat that? It was disgusting. I can't even describe how bad it was.
Well, I didn't have time. You told me to cook and I tried, okay? I did my best, but there was no time for anything else.
You told me to cook? Sure, but I don't remember telling you to make something that tasted like it came out of the trash. Seriously, what's with the cooking skills? Were you always this bad at it? I honestly didn't know you were this hopeless. You know what? I can't eat that. If I do, I'll probably get sick from it. I'm going to go out to eat. I can't deal with this anymore.
What? You're just gonna throw away all that effort I put into it? I can't believe you're doing this.
If you want to call that effort, fine, but I'm not going to eat something that tastes like it was made by someone who doesn't even know the basics of cooking. You better figure it out, or I swear, I won't be able to stop doing this. The least you can do is cook something that's edible. And Now look, you've just wasted more money on food. All that money could have gone to something else. Great job wasting money on a bad meal. The cost of your bad cooking is going to add up, you know. You better start thinking before you spend.
Just stop! What the hell did I do to deserve this? What do you want from me?
You want to know what you've done? It's everything. Everything you've said to me in the past. You think I've forgotten? The things I said to April were nothing compared to what you've said to me before.
What do you mean?
Like calling me a money-eating parasite or making fun of my cooking. You've done that too, remember? You think I just forget the hurtful things you said to me?
Wait! No, I didn't mean it like that! I didn't mean to hurt you! It was just a joke, that's all! I saw how upset you were after messing up in the kitchen, and I thought if I made fun of you, it would help you feel better and try again!
You didn't mean to hurt me, but you did anyway. That's the problem. You keep acting like it's not a big deal. It's always just a joke to you, right? But the truth is, you're so used to putting me down, you don't even realize how much it hurts. It's like you don't even care. You didn't think it would hurt me, but you know what? It did. And it's not just the words, it's what you said, the way you said them. You said I was a failure, a waste of space. You said I was just a burden on everyone. I was just a kid trying to help out, and all you did was put me down. You didn't even consider how it might affect me. And here's the kicker. You don't even remember what you said. You've already forgotten, haven't you? But I haven't. I'll never forget those words, even though you've long since moved on.
Wait, no, I didn't mean it that way. I just thought it would help, okay? I was trying to cheer you up, but it came out wrong. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. I didn't even know it hurt you this much.
And that's the problem, though. You don't know. You don't understand how much your words and actions hurt me. You just don't get it. And then you wonder why I'm upset? If you still don't see it, it's because you don't think there's anything wrong with what you did. If you don't think you need to apologize because deep down you don't think you've done anything wrong, that's the problem. I'm telling you this because I want you to understand. I want you to see what it's been like for me. You've hurt me, and I need you to realize that.
I didn't mean to hurt you, I swear. But you're right. I should have apologized a long time ago. I should have realized how bad it was. I should have known better.
You should have, but you didn't. And now, here we are.
April, it's me. Please come back. I was wrong. Please forgive me.
Finally, you've managed to say those words of apology.
April, I'm so relieved. You've been ignoring my messages for so long. I wasn't sure if you'd ever speak to me again.
I've been waiting, and I thought maybe you'd never forgive me, but now you're finally apologizing. It feels like there's a small glimmer of hope, even though I know I shouldn't expect too much. I wasn't going to reach out to you until you apologize. I've been holding myself back for so long. I had to keep my distance from you because I couldn't keep pretending everything was fine. Not after everything that happened. But now that you've apologized, I can at least hear you out, even if it's just to understand what changed.
I'm sorry. Really, I regret it. I truly do. I've thought a lot about everything, and I realize how wrong I was. I didn't think things through. I didn't care enough, and I took you for granted. I want to make things right now. Please, just give me one more chance.
An apology that came out because Mary pointed it out? That means nothing. You only apologize because someone else told you to? That's not an apology. It's not the change I was hoping for. I'm not sure I can trust this. It feels like you're just saying what you think I want to hear and not what you really feel.
What?
You thought I didn't know? Too bad, I know everything. You can't hide from me anymore. You can't expect me to believe you when I know the truth. You thought I didn't understand? You thought you could lie and pretend everything was fine? Too bad, I know the full story. You see, Mary has been showing me all your conversations with her. She's been open with me about everything. I've seen the messages, the things you said, the way you spoke to her. I know exactly what you were thinking and what you wanted. This apology, it doesn't mean anything to me if it's just because you want to avoid the consequences of your actions. So I know it all. And I also know why you're apologizing. It's because you want to end this life, right? You're not sorry for how you treated me. You're just sorry because you're tired of the situation. You're sorry because things aren't as easy as they used to be. You're sorry because your life isn't as convenient anymore, and you think I'll just forgive you and let you back in.
No! That's not true! I've changed! I'm different now. I really am! I've spent so much time thinking about it all, and I've realized everything I did wrong. I want to fix things. I'm not the same person I was before.
Liar, you can't change that. It's too late for that. You can't just decide to change overnight. Your actions speak louder than your words. The proof is, tell me, why haven't you asked about your own child at all? After all this time, you don't even care enough to ask about your own son or daughter?
Ah!
The very first words you say are an apology to me. That's fine, I guess, but that's just you trying to cover up the truth. The truth is you don't care about me, and you don't care about the child. You haven't once asked me about them. You haven't even wondered if it's a boy or a girl. Have you ever thought about whether they're okay? Or do you just assume everything will be fine and leave it to me to handle? The moment you started this conversation, it was all about you. Your apology was about you. But what about the child, the one you're supposed to care about too?
That's...
In the end, it's all about you, isn't it? You don't care about me or the child at all. All of this, it's just about you wanting things to go back to the way they were. You don't care if I'm happy. You don't care if the baby's healthy. You just want things your way. And that's been the problem all along. The wedding was the same. Remember that? The wedding we were supposed to have? When I told you I was pregnant and I wanted to change the date because I couldn't be there at the time? What did you do? You didn't even listen to me. You didn't care what I said. Instead, you went ahead and started changing everything by yourself, making decisions as if I didn't matter at all. You didn't even think about what I might be going through. When I told you I needed to change the wedding date because of my pregnancy, you didn't care at all. You didn't even bother to listen. You didn't consider the fact that I was carrying your child. I wasn't even asking for much, just a little understanding, but you didn't care. Instead, you took it upon yourself to call the venue, cancel everything, and make the arrangements all by yourself. You didn't even tell me about it beforehand. You told the wedding planner that I was sick and couldn't come, and even gave them false contact details so they wouldn't be able to reach me. You wanted to make sure I wouldn't be able to stop you from doing whatever you wanted. It was all about you. You didn't think about me for 1 second. You just wanted to make everything happen the way you saw fit.
I had no choice. I was telling everyone at work. They were all congratulating me. I couldn't just cancel the wedding. Everyone was so excited. There's no way I could have changed the date. It would have been embarrassing.
Selfishness? What do you think about your child? You didn't even consider what was best for me or the baby. How could you do that? And you don't normally have a wedding when the woman is pregnant.
Well, I thought it would be more festive that way. I didn't think it was such a big deal. I thought it would be okay once we were past the first trimester. We'd still have the ceremony. It would be fine, right? It would be good for everyone, don't you think?
What?
The baby wasn't going to come out until the due date, and once I was in the stable period, I thought it would be okay. So a few hours for the wedding wouldn't be a problem, right? You're just being overprotective. Mom was moving around up until right before she gave birth to Mary.
That's because she was trying to induce labor by moving around. What do you think pregnancy is? It's not a joke. I told you repeatedly that childbirth is dangerous and that even if you're in the stable period, complications can still happen. I've told you this 1,000 times. It's still hard to forgive your indifference towards me, but your lack of concern for the child and imposing your selfish views on us, I can't take it anymore. That's why I ended up in the hospital on the day of the wedding. I had no choice.
Wait, you went into the hospital? You timed it to the wedding day?
Yeah, that's right. I wanted to make sure you understood what it felt like to be ignored and dismissed. I was planning to boycott the wedding and make you feel the consequences of your actions. I wanted you to know how it felt to have no one listen to you, just like you never listened to me. But then labor came on earlier than expected, and I had to go in sooner than I planned. It wasn't part of my plan, but it happened. So I ended up going the day before the wedding. I told you that I might be starting labor pains. I thought you would understand, but what did you say? It's probably nothing, you told me. You dismissed it. You didn't even care enough to ask if I was okay. You didn't even try to understand what I was going through. After hearing that, I made up my mind. No matter what happens, I will never get back together with you.
I was wrong. I was so flustered.
You were worried that the wedding might be canceled, weren't you? You didn't care about me or the baby. You just cared about the wedding. How selfish can you be? I don't need someone like you. You don't get to decide how things go. I'm getting a divorce. I'm not going back to that house.
Wait, hold on. You can't just divorce me right away.
Right away? You're so dumb. Mary did to you what I've been going through with you for years. How could I still love you after all of that? How could I stay with someone who treated me like that? I told you, goodbye.
Please, April, I'm really sorry. Give me one more chance.
There's no more chance for you. You wasted all the chances I gave you already. You burned every bridge. There's nothing left for us.
Damn it, Mary! What the hell did you do after you left?
What are you talking about?
Don't mess with me! It was you, wasn't it? You spread rumors about my divorce!
What? I couldn't possibly do that. I can't even get into your workplace. Oh, but I did run into your boss. The one who came to your wedding at the reception. I couldn't resist telling him. Jack's about to get a divorce, so make sure to put him to work, I said. Now good for you, huh? If your work picks up, maybe you'll have more opportunities to show your worth.
You've ruined everything for me! What the hell did you do to me?
What? Your place in life? Are you seriously that stupid? You built your place with a shallow, fake persona, and you think it won't collapse as soon as someone sees through it?
What?
You prioritize your image above everything else, don't you? Your boss, by the way, he was shocked. He said he never thought someone would drag a pregnant woman to a wedding like you did. Jack, didn't your workplace people come to your wedding too? Then it's all out in the open already.
No, that's not true!
You invited them yourself, so it's your fault. That dependable, hardworking image of you is now completely shattered. Now you get it, right? Maybe, just maybe you should think about how to treat others with some decency. I won't sever ties with you yet, though. I'll stay connected because if you mess up again, it'll be my job as your sister to stop you. Thank you so much for today. I was so happy to be able to hold the baby. I mean, she's just so cute. I could barely stop smiling the whole time. I can't believe how tiny she is. It made me realize how precious these little moments are. She was so peaceful in my arms, and I just wanted to hold her forever. I hope I didn't make you feel uncomfortable by holding her so much, but I just couldn't resist.
No, thank you for coming, Mary. It means a lot to me, and I'm really grateful to you for stopping Jack. Honestly, I wasn't sure how I could handle everything without your help. You really came through for me.
Well, that's what family is for, right? You can always count on me. I'm really happy you trusted me enough to step in. It felt good to be able to support you like that. Oh, but I guess I won't be able to call you my sister anymore, will I? You know, with everything changing.
It's okay. If you're comfortable with it, I'd still like you to call me your sister. I know it's a little strange with things shifting around, but I've always thought of you as a real sister, even if we're not blood related. So if you're okay with it, I'd love for things to stay the same between us.
Really? You sure you're okay with that? That makes me so happy. I mean, I've always felt like you were family, and I never wanted to make things awkward just because of the title. I don't care if we're sisters-in-law. I'll always think of you as my sister.
Yeah, I mean it. You've been there for me through a lot, and I appreciate that more than you know. My parents are getting older, and I have to leave the family home soon, so we might not get to see each other as often. But that doesn't change the way I feel about you. We'll still be close no matter what.
That's so sweet of you. You know, if you ever need anything, I'm more than happy to come help. Taking care of a baby alone is hard work, and you don't have to do it all by yourself. Even my mom is insisting she wants to help out whenever she can. She loves spending time with you, and she's always saying how much she enjoys your company.
Thank you, Mary. That really means a lot. You're always so thoughtful. I honestly don't know what I would do without you. But hey, I've been wondering about something, and I hope you don't mind me asking. Why do you care so much about me? Why do you go out of your way to be so kind to me?
Huh? What do you mean? I don't understand.
I've been thinking about this for a while now. Even though we're sisters-in-law, I wasn't sure if you truly accept me or if there was a chance you might feel uncomfortable with our relationship. I know it's not always easy to bond with someone who's not part of your immediate family. I guess I was just curious why you've been so supportive.
Oh, I see what you mean. And I think it's because honestly the affection I felt from you was something I never got from Jack. And I think maybe that's why I've been drawn to you.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Jack, in the end, he looked down on me and Mom. I don't think he ever really understood how much we were trying to support him. It showed in the way he spoke to us, and I think it's something that's been bothering me for a long time. Even though I knew Jack cared about me in his own way, I never felt like there was real family love from him. But when you reached out to me, it was different. You didn't have to care about me, someone who's just your sister-in-law, but you did. And I think that made all the difference. I remember the first time we went shopping together, just the two of us. I'd never really done that with an older sister before, and I was surprised at how much fun I had. I really enjoyed talking with you and spending time together. And before I knew it, I started to feel a deeper connection.
So that's what it was. I'm glad to hear that. I've always felt like I could talk to you, and I'm happy we got to know each other better.
Yeah, it just kind of happened naturally. And I realized that I care about you a lot. But now that I'm thinking about it, I want to ask you something too. Why did you reach out to me? I know it's me who's reaching out, but back then, it was you who made the first move.
I think it's because you seem lonely. I could see it in your eyes when we first met. When you invited me to your family's dinner, everyone was chatting like a normal family, but I noticed you. You seemed like you were keeping your distance, like you didn't really belong there. I could sense that something was off.
Oh, I guess I wasn't being as subtle as I thought. Yeah, I had given up on trying to connect with Jack. It felt like no matter what I did or said, it didn't matter. So I just started putting on a fake smile and pretending everything was fine. I didn't want to confront him about it, so I kept everything inside. But I think, deep down, I really wanted someone to notice, someone to reach out to me.
That's exactly how I felt. And when I saw that, I thought, at least while you're with me, I want to make some good memories for us. I wanted to make sure you didn't have to feel so alone.
That's so touching. You have no idea how much that means to me. You've been such a big help in my life, and I want to make sure you know how much I appreciate it. If you ever need anything, I'll be there for you, no matter what.
You've already done so much for me, Mary, but I'm just so glad to have you in my life. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better sister-in-law. You've made such a difference, and I'm really lucky to have met you.
Oh, I feel the same way. Thank you, April. I'm so glad we have each other.
Jack, once holding a decent position at his workplace, gradually saw his status slip away. It wasn't a simple case of a minor setback or an unfortunate incident. No, Jack was pushed to the point where he effectively lost his standing at work and was relegated to a corner, so to speak. His career, which had once seemed promising, was now at a standstill with no clear direction ahead. The series of events that led to his drastic change in this life began with his attempt to start a family under seemingly normal circumstances. He tried to marry his pregnant wife, and at first it seemed like everything would fall into place. But instead of the expected joy of a new beginning, what followed was a nightmare. Jack became a source of emotional harm to his wife, his actions and behavior leading to what is known as emotional abuse, or what is more commonly referred to as moral harassment. His treatment of his wife became unbearable to the point where their marriage fell apart, and they ended up divorcing. This was a tragic turn of events for his wife, who was now not only dealing with the emotional scars of the abuse, but also the pain of raising their child without the man she had hoped would be a supportive partner. In the aftermath of all this, most people, understandably, began distancing themselves from Jack. No one could blame them. After all, it was clear that someone who would treat a spouse in such a way wasn't someone many would want to keep close. Meanwhile, I, in contrast to Jack, made a different decision in my life. After everything that had happened, I made the choice to move out and start fresh. I found myself a small, modest apartment. It wasn't much, but it was my space, my place to breathe and to make a new life for myself and my child. While it wasn't the dream home I once imagined for my family, it was a safe place. The weight of being a single mother was heavy, and I didn't take this responsibility lightly. The truth was, I felt an overwhelming sense of anxiety about raising my child alone. The fear of not being enough, of not being able to provide everything my child would need emotionally and materially, kept me up at night. There were so many uncertainties about the future, and the pressures of single parenthood seemed at times unbearable. Despite my anxiety and fear, I wasn't entirely alone in this journey. I had people who cared for me, who were there to help when I needed it. Mary, my close friend, and my mother both came to check in on me regularly. Their visits brought me a sense of relief, knowing that there were people around who wanted to see me succeed as a mother, who wanted to help shoulder some of the burden. They weren't just offering moral support, but practical help too. They offered advice, assistance with the baby, and emotional reassurance that I was doing my best and that I wasn't alone. I knew I couldn't do this all on my own, and I didn't have to. I was grateful for the love and help that I received from my mother and Mary. It wasn't just about making life easier, though that was certainly a part of it. It was about the emotional connection, the reminder that I had a support system that would help me through the hardest days. They understood how tough things could be, and that made all the difference. But in the midst of all this, one thought weighed heavily on my mind. I couldn't let my child grow up the way Jack had. I couldn't let my child be molded by the same influences that had led Jack to the mistakes he had made. I couldn't risk my child ending up like him, someone who had hurt those closest to him and who had lost everything in the process. It wasn't just a matter of not wanting my child to make the same mistakes. It was about ensuring that my child grew up knowing the value of kindness, respect, and love. It was about teaching my child the importance of family, of being there for others, and of not letting selfishness or pride destroy the bonds that should be cherished. The thought of my child becoming like Jack filled me with determination. I made a promise to myself that I would be the best parent I could be. I would show my child a world filled with love, support, and understanding. I knew that there would be challenges along the way, and there always are, but I was committed to ensuring that my child would never feel the sense of abandonment or pain that Jack's actions had caused. I wouldn't allow my child to grow up without a sense of security or without knowing what it meant to be loved and be loved. I would be the one to provide that, no matter how difficult the journey. And if I ever felt like I couldn't handle it, I knew I could lean on my mother, Mary, and the others who had supported me so far. Together, we would help create a strong foundation for my child to grow up in, a foundation built on love, respect, and understanding. The goal was clear: to give my child the tools to become a kind, responsible, and loving person. I knew that this would not guarantee that they would never make mistakes, but it would ensure that they had a sense of what was right and wrong, and that they understood the importance of being a good person. Above all, I wanted my child to grow up with a sense of hope, knowing that no matter what happened, they were loved and supported. As I looked down at my child, I realized that every moment spent raising them would be a chance to shape their future, to ensure that they would never make the same mistakes as Jack. My mission was clear: to love my child unconditionally, to be there for them through every challenge, and to help them navigate the world in a way that would make them proud of the person they would eventually become. And so, with that resolve in my heart, I continued my journey, raising my child with everything I had. Each day was a step closer to ensuring that the future for my child would be brighter, filled with love, hope, and a future that was theirs to shape. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.